Hey folks, Sheila here from Design Files. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can accept online deposits from your clients. So if you do want to be able to collect a portion of your fee up front, whether you're covering yourself for design hours or for the cost of some products, this video is going to show you how that works. So let's go ahead, we're going to create an invoice and I'll show you how you can choose to accept a deposit up front for that invoice. So I'm going to click the button right here to go ahead and create an invoice, and that's going to take me into the invoice template. Now up here you can see that my client's name has already been added in. We've got the invoice ID, the issue date, terms for payment, and her contact information. And down here I can start either adding products from the project, or I can add in manual line items if I want to cover something like the hours that I've been spending on this project. So I'm going to go ahead and add some products. And I've already got a set number of products that I added to a design board, so I'm just going to go ahead and add all of these to my invoice. And once I add them in, you'll see that each one of them is coming in as a line item. Now, down here at the bottom of my invoice, I am going to be able to select my sales tax, so we'll just go ahead and add that in. And at the very bottom of the invoice, you'll see that there's an option to request a deposit. So if I turn this toggle on, you're going to see a new option show up right here where you can request either the deposit as a percentage or as a dollar amount. So if I wanted to do a 50% deposit, I'm just going to make sure that it's selected on percentage, add in 50%, and then the deposit amount is going to show right here. So if I save this invoice as a draft and preview it, we'll see exactly what the client is going to see here. So they're going to see your logo at the top, your invoice details, the contact details for both you and your client, and the full breakdown for the invoice. And down here, they're going to see the total amount and the deposit amount. And if you want to allow them to pay by credit card, they're going to see a button over here that says Pay Deposit, and it's going to show the deposit amount. So let's go ahead, we're going to exit out of this client-facing preview here, and I'm just going to go ahead and send this invoice out to my client. So I've already got my client added here. If I want, I can change up the subject line for the email, and I can add in a message for this email, and I can also send myself a copy, which is always a good idea because then you can keep track of when you've been sending these out. But I'm just going to go ahead and send this invoice. And now that that's sent, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop over to my client-facing account so we can see what the client's going to see when they log in. And I'm just going to refresh this page here. Okay, so as a client, I've logged into my project here, and at the top I can see my design boards, the questionnaire, and the invoices. So I'm going to click on the invoices. Here's the invoice that was just sent out to me, and I'm going to click here and view the invoice. And when I view the invoice, again, I'm going to see your company logo, I'll see the invoice details, contact details, the full breakdown here, and here I can see the deposit. So I can see the total amount that I'm owing, but I can also see that this is the portion that I'm going to be paying up front. And if I want to pay for this deposit, I'm just going to click on this button right here, enter in my credit card information, and pay the deposit. Once I pay that deposit, this invoice is going to show as partially paid within your designer-facing account. And from there, you can then resend the invoice out whenever you're ready to collect the remaining payments. So that's how the deposits work. If you do have any questions at all about this, just feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to help. Thanks so much for watching.